All right, let's dive right into a concept that's as profound as it is beautiful. The Asma'ul Husna, or the most beautiful names of God. We're going to explore a worldview where a name isn't just a word. It's actually a key to understanding the entire universe.
So let's just start with this question. What if a name wasn't just a label we stick on things? What if it was more like a sign, pointing to the very essence of that thing? Honestly, this one idea is the foundation for everything we're about to get into.
So our first stop is this really fascinating bit of language that completely reframes what we think a name is. It all starts with this surprising connection between the word for name and, get this, the word for face.
It all comes down to where these words come from. See, in Arabic, the word ism, which means name, and sima, which means face, they both come from the same root word, simat, and simat means a sign or a mark. Now that is not a coincidence, it is absolutely the key to this whole perspective.
Think about it this way. How do we recognize a person? By their face, right? Their sima. It's their unique sign in the world. Well, in the very same way, a name, an ism, isn't just a sound you make, it's a signifier. It's pointing directly to the core of a thing, almost like a road sign pointing you toward a much deeper reality.
Okay, so if names are signs, where do we go from there? Well, it builds. The divine names are seen as something even more powerful. They're not just passive markers, they're seen as active tools for understanding reality itself.
In this way of thinking, these divine names are called mafatihul ghaib. And that term is so important because it transforms them from just being titles for God into being these functional tools that you and I can actually use.
So what does mafatihul ghaib mean? It literally translates to the keys to the unseen. Just think about that for a second. Each name, like the provider, the merciful, the creator, is a key. And when we truly grasp its meaning, it's like we unlock a new door in our perception, allowing us to see a reality that's way beyond what our five senses can pick up.
Now, if individual names are like keys, what happens when we start looking at all of them working together? The whole concept just explodes, from a single name to the entire cosmos, which itself is then seen as one giant sign.
You can really see the difference in perspective here. A materialist looks out and sees nature. A philosopher sees creation, which implies there's a creator behind it. But the mystic takes it one step further. They see the entire universe as a sign that is actively pointing back to its source.
And when your perspective shifts like that, everything changes. As this quote puts it, with the heart's eye, the universe isn't just a bunch of random objects anymore. It becomes a face, a sima, a direct manifestation, an effulgence, what a beautiful word, of all those divine names we've been talking about. The power of the creator, the beauty of the fashioner, the generosity of the provider. Suddenly, it's all right there, visible in creation itself.
Okay, this next idea, this is maybe the most dynamic, most mind-bending concept of them all. It's the idea that creation wasn't some one-time event that happened billions of years ago. No, it's something that is happening right now, and now, and now. It's called Khalq Jadid, continuous creation.
This is the core of it. The universe wasn't just wound up like a clock and left to tick down. Instead, our very existence is a gift being given to us in every single instant. You, me, the air we're breathing, it's all being brought into being right now, moment by moment by moment.
So how do we even wrap our heads around that? Well, think about a simple lamp. The light it gives off looks totally stable, right? It's just on. But we know scientifically that it's actually billions of tiny photons flashing into existence so incredibly fast that our eyes can't see the flickering. Well, according to this view, our existence is just like that light, a constant rapid-fire flow of creation that only appears stable to us. So the big takeaway here is that we aren't fixed objects. We're much more like a river. A river looks like one continuous thing, but we know it's made of constantly new water flowing through. In the same way, we are a flowing river of existence, being renewed in every single instant by the ultimate source. So, with this vast, dynamic cosmos constantly coming into being, what's our place in it? Let's bring this huge cosmic narrative all the way down to a personal level and explore the really unique role that humanity is said to play in this whole grand design.
The key difference here really comes down to capacity. In this tradition, angels are seen as manifestations of specific divine names. For example, the angel Michael might embody the provider. But the ideal human, the perfect human, is designed totally differently. We're designed to be a comprehensive mirror, capable of reflecting all of the divine names at the same time.
And this brings us right back around to a famous story. The reason Adam was taught all the names wasn't just a random history lesson. It was to demonstrate this unique human potential. It's this capacity to reflect everything at once that makes the human a viceroy, and symbolically, the teacher of the angels, because they can only manifest their one specific attribute.
And so all of this leaves us with one final and, I think, really powerful question to reflect on. If our ultimate potential is to be a mirror for all of these beautiful names, the merciful, the just, the loving, the wise, what are we right now actually reflecting into the world? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.